Are you sitting at your desk wondering what else you could be doing? I'm Ross Kenneth Urken, joined by my sister Nicole Urken for What's Workin'. We have today in the studio Miki Agrawal, a serial entrepreneur and the author of the book Do Cool Shit. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Miki.
Thank you so much.
Do Cool Shit is a very exciting title. It makes us all inspired. Why did you write this book? Why should people be doing cool shit? And why now? Why are you writing this?
So, a couple of reasons. So, when I started my first business, I guess almost 8 years ago, I was 24, 25 years old. And since then, over the course of the last several years, so many of my friends and so many just people out of the woodwork, via Facebook, just email, have been asking me, how did you start your business? What did you do? How did you raise money? How did you get press? How did you build collaborations? How did you do all these things? And I realized upon reading all these different books that existed out there, although they were inspirational and wonderful, it was just that granular, how-to that wasn't there. And the second thing is that I discovered this really, really crazy statistics, two of them. One is that 56% of kids coming out of college today are unemployed or underemployed. 39% of people between the ages of 22 and 39 have moved back in with their parents in recent times. And so it was just very clear that entrepreneurship was one of the only vibrant and viable options for the next generation. And then also just for those who want to change in their careers, or just walking around the city with like the light turned off in their eyes. It's like, how do you turn that light back on? What can they be doing? What kind of passion projects can they be doing that really gets them invigorated again? And I believe that everyone deserves the opportunity to do cool shit in their lives, whatever that means to them authentically.
Yeah.
You've always been ambitious, and you started your professional life out in investment banking. What was that initial impetus that turned your worldview on its head and made you seek out this entrepreneurial side of things?
So when I graduated from Cornell, I did what everyone else basically kind of did. I went to work on Wall Street in New York City, and it was a really nice investment banking job. And my Indian Japanese parents were really psyched about that. And then 9/11 happened. And it was one of those crazy things where I was supposed to be there on that day, and I slept through my alarm clock. And I never sleep through my alarm clock ever, and just on that one single day it happened. And it was just one of those wake-up calls where it was just like, I need to follow my dreams. And I wrote a list of things that what I want to do. And it was threefold. The first was play soccer professionally. The second was start a business. And the third was make movies. And so,
yeah. And you crazily did all of those three things.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I started off by just basically researching food and food issues, and if other people had the same issues I did. And I realized that 1 in 5 Americans are lactose intolerant. 80% of the world is lactose intolerant to varying degrees. And so I said, screw it, I'm just going to open up my first restaurant that's like a lactose intolerant friendly pizza place.
The one last thing is your very exciting company, Thinks.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, your latest venture.
Yeah, so over the last 3 years, we developed a high-tech pair of underwear that's leak and stain resistant, that's sexy, breathable, washable, beautiful. So one thing, it's moisture wicking too, so there's no yeast infections. There's just not, it's just to me, like a really inventive pair of underwear for women to wear during that really important every month, time. And so girls in developing countries, they currently use sticks, leaves, mud, rags, bark. It's just a huge issue that nobody's talking about. And so we partnered up with an organization called AfroPads that produces washable cloth pads for girls, because girls actually miss 1 week of school every single month. 100 million girls drop out of school every single year because of their periods. Anyway, so we partnered up with them to produce washable cloth pads. So for every pair of underwear we sell here, solving a problem for us here, we fund 7 washable cloth pads that goes back to a girl in developing countries. So it really solves a huge global problem.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
The book is Do Cool Shit. Miki Agrawal, thanks for being with us. That's what's working.